Hello and welcome to Hopeful Christian. My name is Mike and I'm so glad you stopped by. On this channel, we share God's message through prayer videos, gospel readings, and sermons. My goal is to provide a space for believers to connect with God and find hope and encouragement in their faith journey. As a follower of Jesus, I believe that His love and grace can bring healing and transformation to any situation. That's why I'm passionate about sharing His message with others and helping people grow closer to Him through prayer and meditation on His Word. If you're looking for a place to find inspiration and support in your walk with God, you've come to the right place. Subscribe to my channel to stay updated on all the latest videos and join our community of believers who are seeking to grow closer to God. I hope that you'll find something here that speaks to your heart and helps you on your journey. And now, without further ado, let's get to the video. Come back to God once again. Come back to Him through prayer. What does through prayer mean? It means throw yourself in front of Him and tell Him, I need you. I want to come back to you. Without you, I'm nothing. I lost my life when I lost you. I lost my happiness when I lost you. And my life lost its purpose and its flavor. Throw yourself at God's feet and tell Him, Oh Lord, I want to return to you, but my enemies are stronger than me. Many are they who say of me, there's no help for him in God. Return to God and tell Him, carry me and lead me once again to you. Tell Him I lost my strength when I strayed from you. Give me special strength from you. Give me special help by which I will return to you. Many people say we want to return to God. How can we return to God? Throw yourself at His feet and tell Him, I want to live here with a special blessing. After you brought me back to you, after you counted me as one of your children, you didn't just forgive my sins, but you saved me from the love of sin completely. Tell Him, I can't come back to you while the love of sin dwells in my heart. Take the love of sin away from me. I can't abandon sin and return to you. You come to me first and make me leave sin. If I was able to get rid of sin, I would have been able to return to you long ago. I need you to make me leave. I need you to give me strength. Believe me, my brethren, the person successful in his prayers is a person successful in repentance. As Saint Isaac the Syrian said, he who thinks that there is a way to repentance other than through prayer, he is deceived by the devils. Because through prayer, one receives the power to return to God. Therefore, force yourself to pray more than any other work, because through prayer, you remove the barrier between you and God and come back to Him once again. It is amazing how many people prefer serving over prayer, and they prefer reading over prayer, and they prefer meditation over prayer, and they prefer religious meetings over prayer. And that is why they're failing in their relationship with God. They have prayer, they have reading, they have serving, they have meetings, and at the same time, they're separated from God. No relationship. No. Come back to God. Come back to God and receive from Him. Some people think that prayer is giving to God. They give Him words. They give Him time. They give Him feelings. But the reality is that prayer in its depth is an act of receiving from God. He is the giver, not the receiver. The one who succeeds in prayer is the one who feels he's receiving from God. The one who prays and feels that he received power from God succeeds in his prayers. The one who prays and receives a blessing, his prayers are successful. The one who prays and receives repentance, his prayers are successful. The one who prays and receives holiness, his prayers are successful. The one who prays and receives a connection between him and God, his prayers are successful. That's what prayer is. God is telling you, come pray so I can give to you. But you stand for 2 minutes and get bored and upset and leave prayer without having received anything from Him. And God looks at you amazed. My beloved, why did you leave so quickly without taking anything? I wanted to give you. Why did you leave me before I had given to you? You got bored and left. Fine. Leave then. Then you start to look for God, but cannot find Him. Not only did you leave without receiving anything, but also you've left thinking that you've given God a few minutes of your time, and you check off your spiritual chart that you've prayed. What kind of prayer is that which you did? That's not prayer. What did you receive from God? You need to hold on to God and tell Him, I'm not going to leave you. I won't leave you. Because of this, prayer requires patience. Without patience, you cannot receive. You have to be patient in your prayer. Tell Him, Lord, I'll remain at your feet and will not receive you until I take what I want. If I don't receive, I'll keep holding on to you. I won't leave you until you bless. I held Him and did not let Him go. That is what struggling in prayer is. People didn't learn how to pray. They think that prayer is just saying a couple of words and go. But to pray while on the go, no, my beloved, that doesn't work. Pray and hold on to God and take. And if you didn't take, tell Him, I'm not leaving you today. I'm not leaving you. I'm not leaving you. It is written that you are God the compassionate, God the merciful, God who grants us whatever we ask. Okay? Well, I've asked, and I'm not going until I get what I want. Keep wrestling with God in your prayers. Then you will receive from your prayers comfort, a heart filled with love and zeal, and won't repeat words in vain, but will pour your heart out in front of God. Hannah, Samuel's brother, was praying. She was weeping. She was making vows. She didn't leave the temple until she received a promise from God for a son. David, the prophet, did not leave God until he received. First, he says in prayer, Lord, how they have increased who troubled me. And he says, Depart from me, all you workers of iniquity. The Lord has heard my tears. The Lord has heard my petition. The Lord has accepted my prayers. At first, he said, Lord, do not rebuke me in your anger, nor chasten me in your wrath. No, that was in the beginning, but now I've received. He said, I laid down and slept. I arose, for the Lord sustained me. So I will not be afraid of 10,000s of people who've set themselves against me all around. Why? Because I received. I received strength. In the beginning, I used to say that many have troubled me, but now I have received power. I received tranquility because I didn't leave God.